Crypto is hot right now with a lot of my AI coins pumping to the freaking moon, and very importantly, what I was telling you guys about yesterday, the concept of go for memes whenever it's hot, it's also working. So today, slight little update on just that. Of course, I got a lot of juicy stuff to discuss, but 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗍 going up, what, 40% again today. AI coins, a lot of the ones I bought recently are up massive amounts yet again. One of the ones I, unfortunately, don't have good bags of, but I've been telling you guys about it. It's just going nuts, 30% up today. RSS3, which I went crazy on at what, 12 cents or so, I think a while back when I talked about it in the group, up 20 or so % again today, making my entire portfolio look good. And still, guys, a lot of these AI coins I'm still extremely bullish on for the near future. I still believe they will do exceedingly well, given it some time, because not every day is going to be an amazing day, but today is one of them. And you have to understand that the bull market will still last for many more moons. And so it's about stacking up and not having that fear of, oh, I'm too late. Because the moment you start having that, honest truth, it just starts going all downhill. The reason I don't sell, even though some of my meme coins or some of my AI coins are in massive profit, is because I know what's coming next. And I know from experience in previous runs, it's never bad to take some profits. But to fully get out of a crypto, when it's just up slightly and you're not like fully done just quite yet, meaning you're not like cashing out everything because you want to just retire, nah, it ain't the time. Unless, like I said earlier, it is peak bull market, but we're just very far away from that. And I was just quickly scrolling through here to show you that some of the games are also popping off. But right now, it's mostly AI coins that are doing exceedingly well today, with just really, really massive numbers across the board. Look at AGX, look at Ocean, look at Track, look at everything. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And again, that's the sector I've fully focused on. And it's nice to see your portfolio just go up like 10% in a day. And like I was saying, by the way, yeah, memes are also popping off like crazy. 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗍 up 41%, BONK up a little bit, DOGE with hat up 42% or so. And it's interesting to me just how much money is flowing into this industry, with a lot of them being in the billions now, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them now being at $1 billion plus, getting to, I think at the end of this run, it being the full list being $1 billion coins. And at that point, the standard is also going to increase by a ton. That the bigger meme coins will, instead of Dogecoin being 20 billion, that will be like an average sort of meme coin, I think. Because the retail this time around, I think, will go so hard that a lot of the numbers we are knowing, right, and that we loved for a while are going to be blown way out of proportion. And one thing I will warn every single one of you of is that right now, and I've said this many times, you still, in my opinion, got time to be along the lines of, hey, let me go crazy, let me buy some stuff because I believe things are going up from here. If you're in that type of narrative, you're, in my opinion, not too late. If you keep thinking that, though, throughout the next, I'd say 2 years, so in a year and a half, you still think, oh, we're finally on the brink of something even crazier. At some point, you are going to get burned. I don't think that's the time just quite yet. I do believe we will see a correction in the midst very soon, like you see in every single bull market. I mean, if you take a weekly chart, for example, you will notice that in previous bull runs as well, you go down 30 or so % in the midst or in the pursuit of greater gains, which is completely normal. However, also just continued gains time and time again, like we saw right here in this entire span, leading up to the all-time high initially and then the new all-time high. You can see right now, the way we're moving, it's not that exponential, it's not that crazy. It is actually pretty similar to the 2020 to 2021 roll. Point being, if you're excited right now, I think you're doing it at the right time. And I've said it many times. Right now, I think the excitement around Bitcoin, it's still there until halving and then slightly into halving. And at some point, it's going to switch over to only altcoins. However, like I pointed out a few days ago, I'm already starting to notice the altcoin season type of trades, where Bitcoin over the last few days was not moving as much. Altcoins were moving significantly more. That will only keep getting worse, though, where altcoins across the board go up day in, day out with 40, 20, 30%, because we're already kind of seeing it here, just massive pushes across the board. And the fact that meme coins are going up, meme coins, you got to realize, are what brings in retail. Or what bring in people that don't know anything about crypto, that usually go a bit crazy and bonkers and don't think too much. And very often, those guys coming in help the entirety of the crypto space, as those guys make money on memes or get into it, but then also figure out from different videos, etc., that there are multiple cryptos with more fundamentals, etc., to also go for. So Dusty, what are we doing right now? What's the plan? All right, give me a little rundown. In my opinion, the best thing to do: skip a lot of things that don't have any momentum, unless you are committed to it and you've been sticking with it for a long time. You want to continue on for the purpose of I don't know, nostalgia or something. But if you notice fundamentally they're good, it sometimes is not bad to skip it for a while and then come back to it later for when it gets momentum. What I mean is, even if we take something like we could take even something like an XRP, for example. The moment that it moves, it usually moves pretty crazy, but let's say the craziest of moves you'll see is going up 40% in a day. Well, a 𝗵𝗵𝗃 just did that too, right? And a lot of other coins did that too. So what you could very often do is just go for things that are moving really fast, that are seeing that momentum already, like AI coins right now. And not with your full bag, but I'm just saying parts of it, for example, and then switch into your long-term holdings over time again. Or you buy that in a different phase when you have more money from all these crazy short-term flips. But what I always say is, whenever the water's boiling, you make sure you fill it up with some freaking eggs or something. I don't know what to tell you right there, but it's sometimes just not worth it to just wait on the sidelines for your investment that's been okay, but quite mediocre at best. And I'm saying that from the perspective of weekly gains, for example. It is nice to have these top coins if you're only on centralized exchanges and you don't really know how to buy some of the smaller coins. But if you do know, then sticking with coins which have not really moved too much in a long time is riskier than going for things which are just up and up and up. And I know that sounds crazy, because if somebody told me this, I'll be like, what are you talking about, my friend? But it's only in really upcoming bull market parts that it really works. And again, it's the difference between fundamentals and buying because something is really good at the base layer versus what's hyped up, what's got momentum, and you're buying it because it's doing well, because it will most likely keep doing better. Two completely different investment strategies, but the buy whatever works is just so much better in bull market territory because you just keep winning. Every coin that's going up today will most likely keep going up over the next few days, because why would it not? Unless it goes to exponential. But 𝗵𝗵𝗃, a lot of people were really saying, oh, 𝗵𝗵𝗃 is it just went crazy, it's gonna go down from here. Well, I mean, it just made a new all-time high, right? It literally had some crazy price action recently, which is why I said, man, if you're going for memes, it ain't a bad idea. And you can see how massive the price has gone just today, but also over the past week, if it can show up. There we go. But more so over the past month, you can see, even though it went really exponential, 350% in a month, you can see that you had some crazy gains first, and you still had time to hop on the bandwagon, little pullback of sorts, and is now continuing. I still expect 𝗵𝗵𝗃 and coins of the sort, I'm not specifically saying 𝗵𝗵𝗃, but coins of the sort, to still do massive numbers over a while. It's just right now really, really close to all-time high territory, which is why I'd be more fearful at these exact prices, because it has not had a pullback after all-time high. And the all-time high is basically around the levels we're at right now. Like on this chart, we've already hit all-time high officially, right? If we look at the price on the bottom left, we have not hit the all-time high just quite yet. And so what I'm going into right now is AI coins, gaming coins, and meme coins. It's all you need. AI, you can kind of extrapolate to distributed computing and the RWA, so real world assets, etc. Those I think I'm really bullish on, but they're not really hyped up. So why even go for it too much just quite yet? I think there's a time and a place for everything, and the time for those is not right now. A lot of these top altcoins as well, if you want mediocre gains, all of these I think will be nice. If you're going for a Bitcoin, you will make juicy amounts of gains, especially if you go to something like Bybit, link is down below, and open yourself some long position. For example, very low leverage, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, because you will probably never get liquidated, and thus it's just easier gains to make, in my opinion. But if you go along the rankings down and you just go towards projects that make sense from a fundamental perspective, but have also got the hype, it's just so easy to make gains right now. And I know it feels like I'm having to make this video so many times, but a Uniswap, for example, it's done really, really well recently, right? It's had that momentum, but it's based off of one announcement. We saw 1 day of gains. That's not really what I like to buy something for. I like to buy something of which the industry is bullish and has easy bull potential. AI, really easy concept to understand, right? Meme coins, easy concept to understand. People understand it and want to go for it. Games, easy to understand. Uniswap, go explain that to somebody who's never heard about crypto. Oh, they just changed something about the incentivization structure for people who stake. Well, they're going to potentially give back way too difficult in terms of why it was bullish. That hype is often not set to continue off of just one announcement, which is why I said it's not actually a bad idea to short that crazy pump. Whereas with 𝗕𝗃, you might make money shorting it, but it's too risky for me, my friends, because meme coins, sometimes when they go, like we know from the past, they just keep going for weeks on end because they keep pulling in more and more retail who don't know anything else except for just whatever's popping off and whatever they hear about over on all the social medias. So like I said, the strategy is go for whatever works, and you switch up the moment you make juicy profits from it, or when you think the excitement of the market is over or the trends switch. But I'm not a person who likes to switch prematurely because, as I said before, I've been here for so many years, and what I've just told you right now, it just works. I'm not trying to say chase the pump. And what chasing the pump would mean is you look at a 𝗕𝗃, and where is it now? And you buy it now because it's up 45%. What my strategy more so implies is you understand the sector is exciting and is getting people in. So you try to, for example, go for some of the smaller meme coins, or you potentially wait for a nice little pullback, knowing that right now there's such crazy amounts of hype around it that these things will probably just keep doing well over a little bit of time, which could be the span of a few weeks. It might not be like instantly. All I'm saying with that is if you're going for coins that have really good fundamentals, but nobody buying them, or it's too difficult to understand, it's just a harder sell. So it's a little bit riskier at the time. But over time, it might be the best choice. It's always hard to say. But yeah, those are my 2 cents on this one. Just wanted to quickly give you guys a little update on everything that's going on. Meme coins going crazy right now. And that means retail's coming in. That means some crazier and unexplainable pumps pretty soon. But yeah, that's it.